Well, there's lots of different types of mindfulness practices we could explore around connection. And in an ideal world, it would be, for me, literally connecting through communication with each other. So while that's going to be a bit challenging for us to explore today, there's another person we can connect with, which is ourselves. When I train with John Kabat-Zinn, one of the things he would often say is, see what it's like to be in your own good company. And I love that phrase because I think many of us, one of the things that can drive us to seek other other relationships is some of us may actually be struggling with how we perceive ourselves. And there may not be as kind a relationship with ourselves that is maybe even possible, or even a sense of that we could do that. And so what I was hoping we might do right now is just do a very brief scan of our bodies, connecting with our bodies as a way to almost reconcile our relationship with how we find our physical self. And of course, when we do this, we're going to come across our own mind because we're going to have judgments that come up. So it's actually a great time for us to connect to how we relate with our own being. And this actually hopefully will give us some fuel to then decide what kinds of connections we want to make with others, because we're perhaps coming from a place with a little bit more kindness for ourselves. So I'm going to invite you to maybe just to take a few moments to feel the ground below you, feel your connection to the earth and maybe even nature itself, and sense that ground that we're all a part of, that supports us day in, day out. And you could connect, if you like, with your breath, another gift that comes to us without us having to do anything. And seeing if you can connect with your breath without needing to change it or modify it. If you notice some judgments coming up about how you're breathing, maybe just seeing if you can make some space around that experience. Let your breath just breathe you. And then in a moment, we're simply going to scan our bodies to feel into how it is to be with us, within us right now. And as you do this, there's no right or wrong way your body's meant to be feeling. There's just the truth of what you notice. And seeing if you can connect in a kind, open, spacious way, making space for whatever you find. So when you're ready from your breath, maybe letting yourself feel into your head, your scalp, your face, connecting with any sensations you feel. Be tingling or itching, or pulsing or throbbing. Perhaps really letting yourself connect with places where there's some ease. Letting your awareness go inside of your head and down into the neck. Spreading down through our arms. Just to feel what it's like right now in our arms, right down to our fingertips. And as you're doing this, of course, feelings, thoughts, images might come into your mind, might come into your body. So you could let yourself notice these. In this way, we're connecting to our whole self, however things are. Meeting our body like we might a friend with an an unconditional positive regard. Letting your awareness, if you're ready, move into your torso, your chest, belly, pelvis, back. Noticing what's here to be felt. You might even notice all the places you can feel your breath or feel even your heartbeat. And again, if you notice judgments coming up, seeing if you can just acknowledge them and let them be. So there's no purpose other than simply to connect with how we are physically and, of course, emotionally and mentally as well. So if you're ready, we're going to complete by coming down into our lower half, into the buttocks, down into the legs, scanning any other parts from the pelvis down through our legs, knees, calf, shins, ankles, and feet. It's like we're giving ourselves permission to slow down enough to notice our truth, trusting we can handle it. You might notice pleasant sensations or ones that are less pleasant, so seeing if you can meet all of them. And so perhaps now you've got a sense of your legs, and perhaps to complete, we'll just let ourselves feel our whole body, connect with the sense of our whole being that's alive right now, even if there's parts that are missing or parts that are not working exactly as we'd like. Connecting with our sense of aliveness, just as we find ourselves. And then if your eyes have been closed, maybe just gently opening your eyes and opening your senses to the world around you and seeing what it's like to connect with the space you're in. Notice what captures your attention, either in visual form or sounds, smells, and perhaps just completing with an awareness of the breath right now that we each are breathing and how it connects us to each other, how it connects us to our community and the natural world around us. And trusting that when we do this, that might help us uh, make wise choices in how we might connect moving forward.